Alright, good morning mga ka-Navy. Welcome sa oras ng Mandaragat at Mandirigma. And of course, this morning, kasama natin ngayon si Rear Admiral Roy Vincent T. Trinidad, Philippine Navy, the Naval Inspector General. Sir, good morning sir, and of course, welcome sa ating program, the oras ng Mandaragat at Mandirigma. We are happy to have you here sir, and of course, together with me is...
Participant journalist April Quinones, sir.
Good morning, Brian. Good morning, April.
Good morning, sir. Our first question for you, sir, is as the Naval Inspector General of the Philippine Navy, what tips or steps can you share with our units to prepare for the annual general inspection of a given command? And how is comprehensive coverage of all necessary areas ensured?
Yun. Bago ang lahat, Brian and April, nais ko munang batiin yung ating mga taga-subaybay ng oras ng Mandaragat. Magandang umaga sa lahat. Kape muna tayo dyan. Kung nasaan man kayo sa buong kapuluan. Ang trabaho ng Office ng Naval Inspector General Brian and April is to ensure that the Philippine Navy is battle ready or operationally ready. I would like to emphasize or to focus on yung ginagawa natin sa Office of the Naval Inspector General to make the entire Navy excellent but at the same time accountable. Yun. When we say excellence as a major service, as an operational command, readiness for crisis, readiness for calamity, and yung mandato natin, readiness kung kinakailangan for war. May mga systems and procedures tayo na ginagawa to ensure that bawat unit ng ating Philippine Navy, every unit of the Philippine Navy is operationally ready. We have systems in place to ensure that kung kinakailangan pag tinawag ang Navy, so the different Navy units ay makapag-deliver tayo. And when we say operationally ready, hindi pinag-uusapan dito yung forma.
Yes, sir.
But yung performance. At the same time, hindi lamang na excellent tayo by being ready operationally, but we have also to be accountable. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Yung taxes ng taong bayan na binibigay sa gobyerno, na ibinaba ng gobyerno sa AFP and then to the Philippine Navy, it has to be accounted for. Dapat ang mga deployment ng tao natin, Brian, nasa frontline units, wala sa headquarters. Lalo kung mga bata, mga bagong officers, bagong enlisted personnel, they must be at the frontline. Not in the front line geographically. So when we say being at the front line, we need more people doing the job. We need fewer people giving instructions. Ang problema, human nature. Ang gusto ng tao, tagabigay ako ng utos. Ayoko magtrabaho. We need less people in the offices, more people on the front lines. Yan ang sinasabi kong accountability. Not only that, yung pinagkatiwala sa atin ng mga gamit ng gobyerno, dapat na may maintain yan. We will not be excellent if we are not accountable. So, trabaho ng Office of the Naval Inspector General, magsabi, kayo mga taga-logistics, bilis-bilis ang trabaho nyo. Lumabas kayo sa mga air-conditioned offices kayo. Lumabas kayo dyan. Buwaba kayo sa ground. Tingnan nyo kung anong problema doon. Kung wala pang gamit ng estudyante, kakulangan nyo yan. Ayusin nyo. That is the function. One of the functions, of the many functions of the Naval Inspector General's Office. Kami ang taga-sipa. Trabaho kayo. So to speak, ha? Yes. Kami ang taga-walking. Bilisan nyo. Kasi kailangan ang inyong serbisyo ng operating units.
Thank you sir for that sir. And for our second question, sir, can you describe a recent instance where your office played a crucial role in upholding the highest standards of ethical conduct and professional responsibility within the Navy, and what were the key outcomes of that intervention?
Yun, yung mga nabanggit ko kanina, Brian, are examples.
Yes, sir.
Kumbaga, nilagay natin sa tabletop exercise, pinakita ko sa inyo. And these problems are not simple.
Yes, sir.
They are complex. When I say complex, maraming kailangan gawin para ma-solve. They did not happen overnight. Ito ay bunga ng evolution na carry over. Until such time, ang biro ko parati sa kanila, ito na tuloy-tuloy ang naging doktrina natin. Example, procurement. Just because hindi mapaaga, umatras tayo at tawag natin early procurement activities on the year before. Ibig sabihin, August, September of this year, umpisa na ang procurement cycle for next year. Why? Because hindi natin ma-solve for next year. Dapat ang procurement, it must be done on the same year. But because may delay, ibig na usual delay, umaatras tayo.
You're doing it in advance.
In advance. Ang tawag ko ito, stopgap measure. But it should not derail us from the thought that there is a problem to solve for that current year. Ang problema, naging kontento na tayo sa early procurement such that ito na naging kalakalan natin, early procurement. Meron pa, yung pagbayad natin sa mga stakeholders, mga proponents natin, ship repair. Ang tagal. I would say that there's a lot of room for improvement for the Philippine Navy as a business partner.
Yes, sir.
Yung ibang proponents natin, 3, 4, 5 years hindi pa nababayaran. Nakakahiya. One of the major efforts, it's a great effort, it will take the entire naval organization to come together as one, is to be able to pay our proponents on time. And most of the time, ang problema ay nasa atin din ang solusyon. What is important is kailangan maumpisahan. And then kung sino man darating later on, ituloy. Kumbaga, for the major problems, we will plant the seed. Somebody else will water it. Iba ang mag-till ng ground, magtanggal ng mga damo para lumaki ang buto. At ang makinabang, hindi lamang ang Philippine Navy, but ang buong bayan.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And it only shows that your office is really dedicated in upholding the high standards of ethical conduct, sir. And for our last question, sir, is what are the most significant challenges your office faces in ensuring accountability and transparency within the Philippine Navy? And what innovative strategies are being employed to address these challenges effectively?
Ang importante dito, ang bigger challenge is the human factor.
Yes.
Tayo mismo. Because every individual is a part of the organization.
Yes, sir.
The behavior of the organization is actually the behavior of the individual.
That's true, sir.
Attitude, the behavior of the individual is reflected or magnified in the organization.
That's true, sir.
May tinatawag tayong comfort zone. When the individual has hit his comfort zone, the unit will hit its comfort zone. Ergo, the Philippine Navy will hit its comfort zone. What do I mean by that? Okay na tayo. Huwag na tayo magpakahirap. Wala na extra effort. Hindi po pwede yun. Bakit? Crisis will come anytime. Conflict will come anytime. We have to be ready. Kung sa crisis pa lang ay kulang tayo, how much more sa conflict? Now, if every member of the naval organization will go the extra step, edi mas maganda yung ating organization. But it will mean that we are bringing everybody out of our own comfort zones. It will mean that everybody will be burning the midnight candle, ika nga. Magtatrabaho tayo. But we owe it to the Filipino people na dapat magtrabaho tayo.
Yes, sir.
Huwag tayong makontento na may dapat pa tayong gawin at nagpahinga na tayo. May kasabihan tayo in closing, kasi last question mo to April eh.
Yes, sir.
May kasabihan tayo. Tired men run the nation. Tired men, sleepy men run the nation. Men who are uncomfortable, men who lack sleep, men who are tired. Bakit? Nagtatrabaho sila. Enough of the men and women na sapat ang tulog, kulang sa trabaho. Ika nga. Di ba?
That's right. My point.
The Filipino people demand of us. Bakit? Binibigyan tayo ng suporta.
Yes, sir.
It is part of the social contract. They support us, we render service.
Yes, sir.
Kaya ang sinasabi ko parate, yung unit na ang mga tao ay parating puyat sa trabaho, yun ang unit na maasahan mo. Why? Because nobody wants to be uncomfortable na lacking sleep. But because of the demand of the job, we have to stay up late at night. We start with the simple things. Yung pinapabukas ang pagpirma ng papel, ayaw na ayaw ko niyan. Because in all my assignments, I always go back to the office at night o pinapadala ko ang papel sa quarters ko para pirmahan ko. Now, if everybody will just go the extra step, travel the extra mile, di ba rin mapuyat, edi mas maganda yung ating Navy. Mas prepared tayo for any calamity, any crisis, or any conflict. Ika nga, excellent tayo, but at the same time, accountable tayo sa taong bayan.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Mga ka-Navy, maraming salamat muli kay Rear Admiral Roy Vincent T. Trinidad, Philippine Navy, ang ating the Naval Inspector General. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.